starting the story in 3, 2, 1. I gotta get coffee. Hello, everybody. This is Pond here, and welcome. Let me take my. Welcome to story time. My first story time, and debut story of the series. Story series on start called Baby Stoner Moments. On this story, I'm going to go just kind of progressively through baby stoner times, and tell you some of the best stories, because any seasoned veteran out there, veteran stoner is what I'm trying to say, sorry, will have some neat stories, be it getting green fever, or just really cool stories the first time they got high. Like, one of my girlfriend's favorite stories is playing Mario Kart and listening to Neon Indian with her best friend all night while getting baked, and I'm like, man, yeah, that's stoner vibes right there. So, this story is going to be, start of my stoner tales, so just a little background on my experience with weed before smoking. I had pretty much none, the Cheech and Chong movies, it was about it. None of my friends, actually I think I had like one or two friends at the time that smoked, and I had my brother smoked. One of my brothers is a paraplegic, and he's actually the one that I smoked with first, and we'll go ahead and call him Lenny. So Lenny is a super cool guy. He smokes weed to help with, a lot of things in his daily life, and whenever he would go out and smoke, he would always let me play games on his computer, and he would go out and smoke and come back, and we'd chill and watch YouTube or whatever. And, I always knew that he was smoking, but I didn't really, care. It wasn't really a big deal. Marijuana wasn't really a big deal. I myself, of course, wasn't going to do it. Until one day, I think it must have been shortly after I started my job at Taco Bell when I was, mid-age 17, so I was 17 and a half, and I started at Taco Bell, and I think that was the first time I smoked. Anyways, I was hanging out with him. He lives in an assisted living place. He went out to smoke, and I think we went and got snacks after. Anyway, we went out, and he had just a silicone pipe with a little glass bowl in it. It was a red and blue color one. It was super cool. We're walking, and we have to go just outside of the area where he lives there. So we go just outside of it, where we're having a good time, we're fucking laughing, joking, and my heart's beating at this point. I don't think I had asked him yet, or he hadn't offered yet to smoke, but I was like, Lenny, I'm in. I'll go out with you and hang out with you, I don't usually do it, but fuck it, whatever. I think I had done it a couple times before, actually, so I was kind of comfortable being around him when he smoked, and I'd always just been curious about it. So this time, right, we went out, and he's on the side of the road, he's lighting up the bowl, I help him take the hit, he fucking holds it in, and, I'm still impressed. He can hold in hits for so long, and then he blows it out. I was like, oh yeah. And I can't remember if I asked him or if he offered me. I probably asked him, to be honest. And he's like, yeah man, freaking take a hit. And I remember it was the grossest tasting thing and the grossest smelling thing. I absolutely did not enjoy the taste of it or the smell of it whatsoever, and it burnt my throat worse. I vaped before, but this shit hurt when I hit it, and my lungs would burn, and I was just not having it. Not a good time, that one hit. But what was the good time is when I freaking started feeling high from that hit, and it was not a hit at all. It was a baby hit. I don't even remember if I fully inhaled it. It was I'm very apprehensive about this because I'm doing drugs. 100% hardcore, straight up drugs. Okay. Anyways. So we turn around, walking back. I think I helped to take another hit or two, and then we were on our way back, and I remember this so vividly. The first thing that happened was I just got this huge, uncontrollable, I'm talking like grin across my face, dude. It was so dumb. Um, and I was like, okay, I'm not really feeling it, because a lot of people tell me that like, oh yeah, I didn't feel much on my first time smoking, and I was like, okay, all right, so maybe I don't feel much. Wrong. On our way back, I was like, it's not hitting me, He's like, oh, just wait a little bit. This was like probably literally 3 minutes after I took a hit, and then all of a sudden I feel like I'm walking on clouds, like legitimately. I'm talking to him, and this was really messed up. But I was like, man, I can't feel my legs, and he's like, neither can I, because you can't feel his legs from the waist down, And I'm like laughing my ass off at that. Makes those type of jokes all the time. I love them to death. Thank you, Lenny. But like, so we're walking back, and I sit down, and I'm like, I just remember, I don't think I was even able to talk, man. That was rough stuff. Alright, sorry, folks. I had to take a break, actually. I was real high, and kind of had to stop and do some stuff to get myself grounded, but we're back. I'm still really high, but that's aside from the fact. Alright, so I would come back to my brother's apartment, and we are just sitting there. I mean, he's stoned, and I've ascended. And I'm sitting there, stoned baloney as heck, just enjoying myself. And of course, I get the munchies, right? Right. So I get the munchies. And I'm like, hey, honey, can we, like, go get some food? Because there was a city market, like, right across the street. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's go. And so we went over, and I'm sure we spent way too much on snacks. Like we always did when we get high together. We spent way too much money on food. Good ass deli food, fucking desserts, like sodas and energy drinks, fucking, the good stuff. And we get back, and of course, the rest is history as far as the food, and we're eating. And then we watch he shows me some bomb ass music. He showed me Necro during that time, I think the rapper, Gluteus Maximus. Fucking flipping amazing song. I remember he showed me stuff like that. He got me into Twisted, I think, or I don't know about specifically Twisted, but just like a bunch of rap groups like that. And then I do remember we would always watch TV shows, and we would watch like sometimes South Park, Aqua Teen, Hunger Force was a really dope one we watched when we were baked. Just funny YouTube videos, play games, just whatever. It was super fun. Always a pleasure getting stoned with my brother, and I feel like he was a very good person to be stoned with for the first time, because he really knew how to keep me calm. And like I wasn't super freaking out, but he knew how to keep the mood calm, more of. And so yeah, that is my first time smoking, and I have many more stories smoking with my brother. Time we did shatter at my mom's on Christmas, or when we go up in the rich estate homes being built and smoke J's while looking off this cliff, and yeah, we'll save that for another time. But thanks for joining me in part 1 of Babe Stoner Story series, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Peace. Caesar's Pizza, $5.